After more than 9 hours of deliberation over the last 2 days, a Manhattan jury finding former President Donald Trump guilty on all 34 counts in his New York criminal trial. A historic day, as he now is the first American president ever convicted of a felony. But Trump's team saying this is still far from over. Trump's attorney, Todd Blanche, confirming to Newsmax that they will appeal the verdict before sentencing, which is set for July 11th, coincidentally, just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
A panel of legal experts join us now. Federal defense attorney Ron Chapman is here. Ron, if you're in Todd Blanche's shoes today, what does the appeals process start to look like?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is try to find the quickest way that I can get to the federal courts. The reason being is the appellate issues here really offend the Constitution and federalism principles. And what I mean by that is when you look at the jury instructions and you look at the way that this New York offense was stacked on top of alleged federal offenses that did not have to be proven as being committed, you realize that what we have is a state prosecutor who's taken so much power to their level that it offends the ability of the federal government to control the country. And that has an impact to all Americans. That's something that the Supreme Court will certainly take care of. So if I'm Todd Blanche, I exercise my appellate rights as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the habeas stage of the case doesn't usually start until after sentencing when you file your notice of appeal.
Could take quite some time.
And I know it's hard to predict, but Ron, because we've got you, I wanted to get just your thoughts on what we might see July 11th when it comes to Trump's sentencing.
Absolutely. So the first thing that's going to happen is the judge is going to receive a report. Trump is going to have to sit and have a lot of information taken related to him. I think that Bragg is going to heavily litigate that process because just like other people have done, including Fani Willis, this will give the prosecutor a window into Donald Trump's life. And so there's probably going to be disputes related to the information he provides to this probation office. Then once that's finalized, July 11th, he'll go before the judge, and the judge will be able to make the determination whether or not Trump should get 34 times 4 years in jail or whether he should get a sentence of probation. I think everybody with half a legal mind out there predicts it's going to be a probation sentence. Otherwise, it just clearly looks like election interference, and it clearly looks like you're trying to take out the Republican frontrunner, and that's not something I don't even think Merchan wants. I think he wanted this prosecution to go forward, but certainly isn't looking for the pushback of putting a leading party's candidate in prison.
Again, the defense, Trump's team saying it's far from over, appeals process to play out as well. Ron Chapman, thank you both for your time. We appreciate that.